All right. Good morning, everybody. I think we are live. At least it looks like we are. This is good. All of the technology looks to be working. Yep, got my notification on my phone. Happy Monday after Thanksgiving, everybody. All right, let me close all my windows that I don't need. Everyone have a good break. We missed you. We've been closed since Wednesday, which is nuts. We don't usually have that long where our buildings are empty, so it feels weird, but it's always good for us to recharge. I know. Hope everybody else had a relaxing time. We're going to talk about what's going on in classes this week. Now, this week is technically the fourth week in November for most of our people. Remember, the month in November started on a Wednesday, so technically Wednesday is the fifth Wednesday of November, Thursday is the fifth Thursday of November, and then Friday starts December. We're going to talk a little bit about that. So if you're in a Friday class, technically we should probably make you a December week 1 video, but since there's only 3 classes out of 40 some odd classes that pertains to, we're just going to make sure that I talk when we get to those classes, we'll talk about what Friday people are doing since it'll be different than everybody else. Okay. So a couple notes before we dive right in, and I have all of mine printed out here. This week, our Monday and Tuesday preschool classes are meeting. The Thursday evening classes, so your drawing and your multimedia classes are still meeting. Same with Monday and Tuesday, like all Monday and Tuesday classes. But there is no Wednesday creative explorations because that's a 3-time-a-month class, and there is no Thursday preschool classes again because that's a 3-time-a-month class. So we're going to get two weeks off, the Thanksgiving week and this week. Okay, and we'll talk about that when we get closer to time. Or if you need a visual, go back to last week's video, and we actually had a calendar out there. Or you can just trust me. Either way, but if you need to see it, or you can go in your Sawyer account, and there's a calendar in your Sawyer account that shows all of your classes. All right. So let's dive in and we'll talk about those preschool classes. So this is when our Monday and Tuesday preschool classes finally get to catch up to everybody else. So they're going to finish these really great chalk pastel portraits. These adorable ones here are from Liberty's class before Thanksgiving because they were able to wrap up their curriculum, both the Thursday and the Friday classes. And so they did all 3 layers on that self-portrait project, the Sumi ink, the patterning, and then now the color. So some really great stuff happening there. Those were fun projects. Preschool classes for Mondays and Tuesdays are going to be reading Eric Carl's Brown Bear, looking at patterns and painted papers, doing some painted paper collage, and then finishing these portraits. My Friday preschool class in Liberty, the one we have, you guys will actually start December curriculum. So you're going to be reading the Mitten. There's a lot of versions of that book. I forget the author on ours, but it's the same one we've shared for years. Has all fun animals in the Mitten, a kind of a snowy day book. And then we're going to start a watercolor project that will take us the entire month to finish. So we'll start that this Friday. My drawing classes. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes. That's not in order. That's okay. Drawing classes, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday evening, and homeschool drawing classes all meet just like normal at your normal time this week to wrap up November. Now remember, those 102 classes usually have a wild card week where they revisit a lesson or redo a lesson or get help on a lesson that they struggled with. I mean, we'll still have time for that, but ultimately, this is kind of a fun week for us. This is our Friendsgiving where we'll celebrate, being together and friendship. We're going to have a lot of stations set up in the drawing room, instructor's choice. So I couldn't even tell you what they are because each studio is kind of doing something a little bit different. So it's a wild card week and then kind of some friendship themed stations. I do know that I purchased for everybody shrinky dinks and like temporary tattoos. So I know that'll be one of the stations, but beyond that, I don't know what they'll have set up, but something fun to just play and chill and enjoy each other's company. There'll still be plenty of drawing and plenty of art, I promise. I want to reiterate, and I'll talk about it again in our multimedia sections and everything, just in case people only watch parts of their video, which is fine. That this is not a bring a friend week. So we're calling it Friendsgiving, just to celebrate friendship, but it's not bring a friend week. And if you've been with the studio in a while, like this is a big deal because this is traditionally the week that we do a bring a friend week, but we just can't. We're too big. We've got too many full classes, and to double in size is insane. So for safety reasons, really, we just can't have that many people in here. So this is our compromise. It's like, we'll still have a fun week. We'll still celebrate friendship. We have to do it with the people that are already in our building instead of bringing more people in. Okay. All right, here we go. Did I get drawing 103? If they still have projects to finish, we'll finish those. I know a lot of them finished last week, but if they still have, they need that 4th week to finish their project, they'll have time to do that and all the materials. The multimedia classes, kind of in the same boat. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday classes all meet normal times this week. They, a lot of these classes finished their project before Thanksgiving. If they did not, then we will finish it with them. I mean, we have all the materials and we'll get those finished up. That'll kind of be the #1 priority for this class, is if that project isn't finished, we'll get it done. That might have been because maybe they just work at a different pace and they just need a little more time. It might be because they missed a class this month, but either way, we'll try to get those done for them. And then again, we'll have all of those friendship themed stations set up for them. There'll be a chance for like our preschoolers, or not preschoolers, our older kids to explore Sumi ink, because they didn't get to do that. That was an ink medium that the K through 3rd classes got to use, but not 4th through 8th and 4th through 12th. So we'll have the Sumi ink out for the bigger kids. We'll have the alcohol inks out for the younger kids. Like, so we can cross and get to play with a lot of ink themes. We'll also still have those Freak Eatings and those temporary tattoos. Okay. And I think some of the classes might splat paint for sure. You know, because why not? Okay. Reiterating again, this is not a bring a friend class. In previous years, we've done bring a friend week this week, but because of class sizes and building space, we just can't do that this year. So we got too big of classes and too many kids to double in size. So no friends. We're celebrating friendship with the people who are already here and signed up for classes. My creative explorations classes. So there's no Wednesday class this week because you only meet 3 times a month. And we did that in the first 3 Wednesdays of the month. And then we had last week off. And then this is the 5th Wednesday of the month. So we'll have this Wednesday off. And we'll see you next week, Wednesday people, for the start of your December curriculum. My Friday people, Friday is December. So you do have class. So the creative explorations classes, we only have 2 days that you meet, Wednesdays and Fridays. And so Friday class, you guys will start December curriculum. We're going to have exploring watercolors, the art of Paul Klee. And then I know that our sensory area will have like a spiced cloud dough in it, which is really, really fun for the winter time. Okay. I got to do some housekeeping. So the first thing, and probably the most important thing, don't forget to sign up for next semester. So if you're joining us in January, like if you plan on continuing past December into January, you have to sign up for those classes. It does not roll over to the next year. If you do nothing, you are not signed up. And that makes me sad because I don't want you to lose your spot in class. So make sure you get signed up. The deadline for those links that I sent, remember, mid-month, I sent you links, early access links, so that you don't have to compete with everybody else. Those links will expire on Wednesday. So if you don't use that link by Wednesday at 5 p.m., it will no longer work. You will have to wait Thursday. And then Friday morning at 9 a.m., the links go public. So then you have to just wait until it goes public on the website. And then you can grab your class, okay? If you want that early access link where you don't have to worry about it, you're not competing with anybody for a spot, go ahead and use that before Wednesday at 5 p.m. If you can't find it, just send me a message so I can send you a new one, okay? Let me see if I have it. Yeah, so the subject line on the email, because I use the same one for every single person that I sent the email to, is Spring Semester Enrollment Early Access Link. So if that helps, you can type it in the search bar and maybe that will show up your link, okay? I think that's it. I have a couple people, a handful, who are in that limbo where they want to switch a class. And so they are waiting to see if they're going to be able to switch. If you're in that limbo, I will reach out to you on that Thursday, right? So that break between when the early access links are closed, but the other ones aren't public, you'll hear from me on Thursday so we can get you switched. And you'll hear from me regardless on whether there's room in that class you want or not. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, I'm checking my notes because I don't want to get any of this wrong. We also talked in previous videos about some of the tuition options. And so I'm not going to go over them again verbally in the video, but it will be in the cliff notes of the video, or like if you look on the email, I always have cliff notes at the back. Whoops, knocked into my table, at the bottom of the email. And I also put those same cliff notes in the Facebook post in our private group. So I'll have those 4 options so that you can read about them. And if you have questions, let me know, because we gave you guys more options than we're going to give everybody else, right? So we gave you not just the monthly and the Studio Club option, but also a payment plan for Studio Club where you could put $100 down and then the rest isn't until January. And then I also typed in there that if you need an exception where you just need to continue your monthly enrollment and not pay January's tuition until January 1st, that I can do that manually. You just have to reach out to me. Those last 2 options are only for you guys, my currently enrolled students. That is not something that will be available on Friday to the rest of the public. So for like anybody that uses those public links starting Friday morning at 9 a.m., those will not be options. It's only for you. So if you have questions about that tuition payment option, reach out, okay, so we can work it out. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, just another reminder in the housekeeping, no creative explorations classes on Wednesday. We'll try to send an email reminder. No preschool classes, that's preschool and toddler classes at both studios on Thursday morning, okay? And then last note, how do I get out of my way? There it is, of my green screen. I figured it out. I'd be a terrible weather person, you guys. So you're just a wellness reminder. It is that season where we're starting to see more sickies. Do try to stay home if you're not feeling well. If you stayed home from school, don't come to the studio. We're such a small community, and you know, there's a makeup policy for a reason, and I feel like it's a very generous one. And if the makeup time doesn't work, we'll work with you for other makeup times. Like, it's fine, rather than come to the studio when you're not feeling well or not feeling at your best. That's hard on us because we're a small staff too. So if I have to find a sub because an instructor is sick, like that throws a wrench in every plan that we have. It is painful for us as a staff to cover. I feel like it's not as good of a experience for our kids when our teachers are out, and we just don't want to be spreading all that all over the place. So we're going to do our part by just reminding people that if you're not feeling well, go ahead and stay home and then take advantage of that makeup time. We're happy to work with you for that. That's why it's there. Okay. And I think that is it, you guys. So all of my notes, again, if you have questions about that registration, reach out to me so that I can help you with that. And reach out earlier rather than later. So I will be here Wednesday. I'm working Wednesday night. I'm also working Wednesday day, kind of in and out. So if you have questions, like if you wait until 4:45 and then you call me, I might not be able to help you within that time frame. So you know, earlier rather than later makes it easier on me. If it is after Wednesday at 5 p.m., I mean, the links just go dead. So just make sure you get it taken care of before that. Okay. Between now and Wednesday, I'm all yours. Send me an email. It's the easiest way to reach me. Or if it's a quick question, a Facebook message always works really well too. And I'm usually super duper fast on the phone. Those Facebook messages and the Instagram DMs come straight to me. They ring through to my phone where the emails don't. So I do check emails every day, multiple times a day, but they're not as instantaneous. Okay. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday, you guys, and I will talk to you soon.